Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Chashna Rathod, and as a pediatric orthopedic surgeon, I often get to witness the joy and excitement the new parents have who are eager to see their little ones take their first steps. But today I want to talk to you about a product often associated with early walking, that's a baby walker, and why sadly it poses more harm than good. So, watching your chubby child zipping around in the walker may seem adorable, but the reality is much more bleaker. And these seemingly harmless contraptions can lead to several potential muscular as well as bony problems in children. So, some of the common problems with the use of early walkers is increased risk of falls. So, walkers grant babies unexpected mobility, putting them at risk of falling down the stairs or over the platforms or onto sharp objects. And these falls can result in fractures, head injuries, and even other consequences. Second is imbalance, that is a muscle imbalance. So walkers bypass the crucial crawling and the muscle development stages, and it leads to weak core muscles, delayed walking milestones, or maybe even long-term posture problems. Also, walker causes joint strain. So the unnatural upright position in walker can put undue stress on the developing joints or the soft bone of the babies and increase in the risk of future pain, dysfunction. So this repetitive unnatural movement in the walker can potentially affect the growth plates, impacting the bone development and often leading to deformities like bowing of legs or knock knees, and often children walking around with one leg turned outward. So apart from the dangers of the baby walkers, which are more of physical, but there can be other problems as well, like it can hinder the cognitive development. So basically, by restricting the explorative nature of the child around in their surrounding, it limits the sensory input and thereby affects the brain development, which is crucial for early learning. And it can also lead to increased dependence, a behavioral problem, and create a false sense of mobility. So the walker creates a false sense of mobility and makes them more reliant on the device. And instead of developing their own natural balancing or movement skills, they tend to become dependent on the walker. It also promotes unsafe behavior because it has an ease of moving around, and it encourages risky explorations in situations which they are not yet ready to handle or understand that they shouldn't be doing that. So I understand the desire to see your little one walk, and it's important to remember that the development unfolds at its own pace. Focus on creating a safe and supportive environment, celebrating each milestone, and let your child explore the house and surrounding on their 2 feet much more naturally and confidently. Remember, it's your small little baby and not a Batman, so you don't need to give them a Batmobile. And there can be instances of delayed milestones wherein people around you might recommend the use of walker, but I won't recommend that. And ideally, it would be better to consult a pediatrician, a pediatric neurologist, a pediatric ortho, and a pediatric physiotherapist, and they could guide you through it. As a doctor, my priority is the well-being, and avoiding the walkers is a crucial step in ensuring a safe and healthy development for your child. Thank you.